Alright, hello and welcome back to another Mr. Pisto Plays Magic the Gathering Arena Brawl session. We're in Standard Brawl this time, 60 cards. We are playing Ghalta, Primal Hunger, a 12 mana 12/12, plus X less to cast, where X is the total power among creatures you control, and it has Trample. We have a bunch of ways to ramp. These were, in my opinion, some of the best ones that have a decent power to toughness ratio, so like 2/2. So this technically helps with 3 mana for Ghalta. All of these ones, land more elves, helps for 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3. This technically helps for 6 or for 4. Nissa helps for 3, and then when you play a land for another one, followed by Invasion, which helps us get a bunch of lands. Then we have a bunch of spells that are creatures that have high power to toughness to their converted mana cost ratio. Bristly Bill grows as lands come into play. Cards like Flourishing Bloomkin, which has power and toughness equal to the force you control. Up to cards like Bristle Buds, a 5 mana 4/4. I like this Pugnacious Hammerskull, 3 mana 6/6. It cuts Ghalta's casting cost down by 6 mana for only 3. And the cards that scale into the late game, Surok gives Ghalta haste. Goldvein Hydra can grow as the game goes longer, which also helps Ghalta come down in cost. There's some utility stuff like Garruk's Uprising for card draw. Blankwood Armor is a fun one. It acts kind of like a Bloomkin, a second Bloomkin. So it can give immense amount of mana for Ghalta. It does open us up to 2-for-1 removal. Then we have cards like Bite Down, Cosmic Hunger, 2, and Hunter's Talent to bite, so to speak, along with Archdruid's Charm. Then Canker Bloom, Thrashing Brontodon, double as artifact and enchantment removal, along with making Ghalta's converted mana cost lower for casting. 22 Forests, Cavern of Souls for the counterspell matchups, Fountain Port for longer games to help us draw cards, and so on. So that's Ghalta, Primal Hunger, Mono-Green Stompy. Like, subscribe, notify. Thank you, Jimmy Colorado, for hanging on the Patreon. Link for that is in the description below. There's a Discord channel, free to enter. We talk Magic the Gathering there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the matches, and we'll talk to you at the end of the video. 1 mana, 1 drop on the play is always... Yeah, we'll keep it. I can grow my elf. We can grow our elf. Lathril, Blade of the Elves. Blade an elf. 4 mana 2/3. Might as well level it up. Give my Land Elves a little bit more protection. So whenever it deals damage, you get that many 1/1 counters. Has to do a combat damage to a player. You can tap 10 elves. Untapped elves you control. Each opponent loses 10 life and you gain 10 life. Ramp City. Fair enough, fair enough. Only gonna be probably an hour or so. This is actually going to be a pretty good turn. We'll do this here. I'm thinking about a reanimation spell, maybe. That's going to go there. And honestly, I think I blow up this thing. Slow them down even more. We have a pretty decent artifact removal spell, card advantage going on here with Vivian. I can kill that with this. If I do that, that doesn't leave me with enough. Oh wait, I have this, right? At 1 mana, so I play this. I think I'm just gonna do this. Do that. This might actually prompt a scoop. Then we'll put that here. Yep. Scoopity scoop. Scoopity scoop. That's what we're trying to do. Ghalta didn't see the play, but didn't have to. I mean, looks pretty good to me. Looks pretty good. What is this? When this or one other creature you control enter if no one... Ah, interesting. Hey, I like this card. Rona was my last commander. Played in a video. If you haven't watched that, card up in the description up here somewhere probably. Wonder if they're gonna use it in the... their Reanimator deck. Enter if none... So they are looking to reanimate. And a Hammer Skull. As we can go Hammer Skull now into Ghalta. They are definitely reanimating. There's a 4 mana reanimation spell in the format. I'm sure they have some kind of removal spell. Okay. Interesting. That's cool. One way to use that spell. A Hydra. That's a Sorok. That's a hasty Sorok. Don't really feel like putting a stun counter on that. Alright, let's see if we can get another W here. Had some card advantage. What is this? Thing? Well, we'll try and land this one first. Pull up that. And then we'll land this. Give that haste. Attack. We'll see what happens next. Hey, they couldn't answer it. Sweet W. On to another game. Bonny, Pall, Clearcutter. This is definitely a keepable hand. Having only one forest, kinda stinky. Alright, so this is a 6 mana 6/5 and it enters with a blue ox. Clearcutter enters with bow. Legendary, its power and toughness equal the number of lands you control. Whenever you attack with draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield. I mean, this has to go on Dinosaur. And sure, we'll start with this one. Then next turn we can go the 2. I love this art. It is so cool. This. I guess in theory I could have double offspring this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have Ghalta next turn, which is kind of a hard card for a Simic deck to deal with. So I can do this, which cuts this down by 4 to 3. Do that. Into that. And have Snakeskin Veil up. Which is pretty nice. I thought about this card in this deck, but most of the creatures that we have are ramping already that are small. And the like cards like this are producing a lot of mana pips for this. They're gonna get a lot of advantage out of this thing. Oh. And the next turn I'm going to be able to start eating their graveyard with this. They don't have enough power to kill my Ghalta if I attack with it. This monkey is kind of annoying. We will do this. It's actually a good card for them to counter. They're deciding whether or not they want to counter this or not. What are they highlighting that? So I can start putting counters on this to make it bigger. This thing is gonna have quite a big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's gonna be a 7/7. Or an 8/8. Mm-hmm. And now they can double block. Play this. Cast the Defiler. That's gonna start becoming a menace. That's a card they will potentially want to counter. Nope. Alright, incoming Ghalta. Actually, I should have left Cavern up. So if I pump this to 13... Yeah, we're gonna kill that ape. That. Tapping Cavern was a mistake there, to be honest. Because now they can probably counter this. Still only gonna cost like little to no mana. Yeah, there we go. That's actually quite funny. Maybe it wasn't such a bad mistake. Ugh. Level it? I think we do this. Interesting battle. This cow is going to be bigger than my dinosaur pretty soon. Don't think they realize what's going to happen here. With that trigger on the stack, we're going to eat that. Play this. Back with Ghalta again. Or if I flunged there, did I win? They block here. Nope. They'd have some pretty good block. Mm-hmm. I have do that. Maybe if I did flunge I won, but at the same time. Unless they could be playing Aetherize. It's in this format now. It's not like they can really attack. I don't think there's a return all creatures to your hands. I mean, yeah. Okay. We're going to make a blue token. Pump this thing. This can make a land. Is it enough? Oh. They could have. That give trample? They could have given their creatures 1, 2. Would have been close. Gonna empty their graveyard. And that results. Yeah, good game. Gonna make fishy. And then this is gonna block there. Take 14 and we're gonna win. All right, if you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to keep going. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, notify. Deck list is in the link below. We're gonna talk a little bit about the deck and then I'm gonna make that a video. Thanks for watching the video. Remember to like, subscribe, notify. That was Ghalta, Primal Hunger. We saw how some of these high statted creatures like this Pugnacious Hammer Skull that I talked about at the beginning of the video brings down Ghalta's converted mana cost so much. We saw Devour of Vigor make it so that we could cast Ghalta like 3 times. They countered it, they removed it, but we were able to keep playing it because it only cost 2 mana because we had so much power and toughness out there where we were able to grind them out. Surok giving haste is huge for this deck. We have the one kind of 2 protection spells in Keeper's Talent and Snakeskin Veil to help protect our Ghalta. And yeah, it's a fun standard brawl deck. Let me know in the comments below if you would change anything, add anything. Remember to like, subscribe, notify. Patreon's in the description if you want to support the channel monetarily. We have the Discord channel also in the description of the video. And yeah, that's Ghalta, Primal Hunger. From Mr. Pisto to you, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. Take care. Bye for now.